Hello, my lovelies. I'm Orla Allen, medium, and Orla Allen, author. And here are your cards for today. So, last night I knocked the cards on the floor by mistake, and only 3 turned over, and these are the 3. So I knew these had to be the cards for today. So I've left them aside, and I've just pulled them out for you. So the first card that's coming forward is the 8 of Pentacles. Now, the 8 of Pentacles talks about finances, and it talks about an abundance and trying to achieve our goals and trying to get the money that we need or that we deserve in order to fulfill our wishes. So this could be where you think you deserve a pay rise, or where you're doing a little bit of extra work to make more money, and you want to be paid what you're worth, rather than what you're getting paid. And I feel like with this card, I want to talk about where there's an awful lot of work involved, there's an awful lot of time involved. It kind of has a feeling of being self-employed and doing so much more than you're actually charging for. So like leaving aside the promotion, the social media, all that sort of stuff, it feels very much like just in the basics, we're not charging enough for ourselves. So I want to come forward with this card and say, don't be afraid to charge what you're worth. Okay, because if you think about it, if you charge a minimum price, you have to make so many more to make the same price as if you just charged what you're worth and what your product is worth, and you had 1 sale rather than 3 sales or 4 sales. So yes, I do feel like there's an awful lot of work involved in this card, and I also feel like there's a wee bit of fear. And I feel like I want to talk about where you need to not let that fear control you. You need to do what is right rather than be led by the fear that you have for charging the right price or for making sure that you're getting your worth, whether this is a self-employed venture or whether it is something in your workforce. Don't be afraid to ask for what you're worth. So don't be afraid to ask for a pay rise. Don't be afraid to ask for a promotion, whatever it is that you know in your heart you deserve. This card very much comes forward to say, do you know what? You put the time and effort into it, you put the work in it, you deserve it. Next up, we have the Empress card, which is quite interesting because the Empress card talks about where you have everything. You have the skills, you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom. You're more than capable of everything that you do or that you want to do. So whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, this card comes forward to reassure you, to say, do you know what? You've got it. Okay, you've got the ability. And if where you are don't value what you're worth, then maybe it's time to look elsewhere, because you are worth what you're looking for. You're probably worth more than what you're looking for, if the truth be told. And then finally, we have the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands is an interesting card because it kind of talks about where you're plodding along, you're just getting on with things. So I feel like although we're not quite, but almost demanding our worth at the moment, it's going to take a little bit of time before people either realise that we're serious, that we mean it, or it's going to take a little time to find our audience, to find the people who are going to want our products at the right price. But I do feel like there's an awakening here with this card. You know, because we're asking for our worth, there's going to be a point at which we realise that we are worth our worth, and other people are going to realise it too. And I feel like you will find your customers, you will get your promotion, you will get your finances, but you have to be firm with whoever it is that you're asking for this promotion or for this pay rise. You have to let them know that you mean business, and that may mean that you need to say to them, right, okay, look, if you can't afford me, or if you can't afford to pay me my worth, then I'm going to go somewhere that can. Okay, which can be a scary thought, especially with the current climate where jobs and finances and stuff are concerned. But you are worth it, and it is out there for you. So please don't let the fear hold you back and keep you not getting your worth, because this very much feels like your worth is out there for you. Okay, it's not going to happen tomorrow though. It's going to take time. You need to let the people who you need to speak to know that you're serious. Okay, and I kind of feel like if you are taking a venture on your own and you are self-employed, I do feel like there will be times where you'll be tested, where people will kind of challenge what you're charging, or will challenge what they're getting for their money, or will be trying to get more from it. But remember everything you have to do. Remember all your marketing, remembering all the different hats that you need to wear. And you're not just charging for that product, you're charging for that whole process, because that's what it costs for you to get that product made or get that product sold. And the same goes if you're currently employed and you're looking for promotion. Remember everything you went through to get to that point. So remember all the years you spent getting experience. Remember all the years you perhaps spent studying or in an apprenticeship style role where you've learnt from experts, and take all that into consideration when it comes to knowing your worth. Okay? So yeah, very much about empowering yourself, very much about going out there and getting whatever it is that you desire, and a reassurance with the Empress card that you are capable of it. You do have whatever you need to be able to achieve your goal. It might require you changing your job, going to a different company, or even just threatening to. But yeah, you deserve it, and it is out there for you to get it, as long as you don't let the fear hold you back. Have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will speak to you all again soon.